A nice, calm day. That's all I can tell you. I keep thinking it's Monday, like most of our calls, because of the bank holiday, but in fact it's Tuesday. So the upside of having spent Saturday, Sunday, Monday working is that the day has been really calm. I've done all sorts of mundane things today. I've just found out that my bloody car, this is the one, as you know, that I hate, it's due a service. I booked that in for the end of May. But it's also due an MOT, which I've forgotten about. 'Cause I've got the car on 4 years, so I've got to get an MOT done before the end of the month as well. Deep joy. And I've just found out today, because my accounts package zero has been a bit broken, but I managed to get into it in the end. I owe the HMRC £500 in VAT as well. So that's the downsides of the day. The upsides of the day is I've watched the video through for the last time. Well, I say the last time before. It's now exporting and it's up on tubes. I'm going to leave it there overnight. The embargo drops tomorrow at 4, so I will have it releasing at 4. So please, please, please show it some love. You've seen, I don't know if you took a look at that timeline, but it was quite a piece of work. So I've confirmed that I can announce prices in there and so on, which I'm doing. Yeah, it's done. I've just shown somebody else the image to video as well, and he was equally gobsmacked. So the rest of the day, I don't know, what else did I get up to today? It's just all the normal stuff. Proofread the vlog, done the today's photo got a feature from Adobe virtually immediately on Lightroom. It's weird. Some of the photos that I think will catch on and really are. I've got the window open. I hope you don't mind, just to keep it a little bit cool in here. Some of the photos that I think will really catch on, and I've taken some decent ones recently. Don't. And in this one, it is clever. I don't know if you know the Millennium Bridge at all. Picture this. If you're not from London, I apologise. If you haven't been to this part of London, again, I apologise. But if you've got the Tate Modern behind you and you're walking towards St Paul's, there's a cafe called Gale's Cafe on the right-hand side. And just opposite there, there's some steps. And on the top of those steps is a mirrored wall. And as I was walking back, because the sun was down that street last week, it was so bright, I just noticed that St Paul's was bouncing off of that wall. And so I took a picture with St Paul's kind of half in view and half in reflection. It's reasonably clever. That's saying unreasonably clever, which I'm not trying to infer in the slightest. But that got featured virtually immediately. So there's no rhyme or reason. If you're wondering how it works with embargoes, I was correct on our picking the phone up on Thursday. So I'm going to flatten it off this afternoon. I haven't quite done it yet, but I know now where to go to wipe the phone down. And I must get my SIM card out, because I've now at least got a physical spare SIM card to use as well. So if I get other phones, other review units, whatever, I have got a physical SIM that I can put some data on and use, which is another win of it. So the Honor experience has been quite good fun, actually. The battery, it lasted almost a week. Yesterday, I had to put it on charge very quickly. It got down to 17% after a week, and the standby on it is phenomenal. And I don't think it's normal for Android, you tell me, but when I plugged it in, it said if you want a fast charge, press the screen, long press the screen, which I did, and it went from 17% to 100% in about 20 minutes. I mean, the battery got hot, so I don't think it's particularly good for the battery health. But, so it's all in the video. It's all in the video. So that's done now. And then, as you know, I'm up at Canada Water tomorrow for the launch event itself. And I'm going to ask about TechSpurt and SuperSaf, how they were allowed to publish videos ahead of time. I was going to ask the woman that I've been dealing with at the PR, but I thought, well, I might as well ask. Well, I could ask them, I suppose. It might be more PR than the people that are there at the event tomorrow. And also, I'm not sure yet what the colour looks like, because I'm only looking at it on a monitor. But I have got 2 of my new filters on. So they turned up yesterday. I was really made up. I got home last night and I took the Canon with me just to check, make sure that everything fitted okay. It come quite a nice package. I bought Earth this time, URTH. And it all came quite well packaged up and so on. And I was right, what happens if you're in, it comes in a lovely little magnetic stack. I don't know if that's focusing or not. Hopefully it is. And literally, they give you the first thing that goes on is a screw cap, which is the UV filter. The UV filter does very little other than protect the lens itself from dust, from water, from scratches. They suggest leaving it on the camera the whole time, which isn't a bad idea. Unfortunately, the lens caps don't fit when you've got it on. So today I'm using my expensive lens, as I call it, the f1.4 24mm, because I know it was all set for the white balance in this room last night. So I just put it back on just to get the vlog done. But tomorrow I'll be taking just a kit lens with me. I'm going to try and travel nice and light tomorrow. I don't think there's a need to take a tripod. I'm going to take my little flexi mount so I can put that onto banisters and tabletops and so on to give me something if I need to record. and I'm going to go and try and take go as light as possible tomorrow. I'm going to take some of the reflex lenses with me as well. I've looked at some shots around Canary Wharf and Canada Water. I've and what I might do, there was a couple of shots near St Paul's I wanted to get that I didn't get last week. So what I might do, if I can get off early enough in the morning, is get out of Waterloo, walk over to St Paul's, take the couple of phone box shots I wanted to get there, funnily enough. And then after I've done that, then make my way over. The event starts at 3. This time I'm going to get there in good time. And what I'm going to try to do is record a short outside of the venue itself and maybe put some sort of short up there, linked to the main video. Possibly. That seems like not a bad idea. I don't. I might make things easier on myself tomorrow as well, and for once, not try and record a video while I'm up there. In theory, this week, well, definitely the Honour video is going up, and I hope that the Wondershare Dr. Phone video is going up. I've emailed her today. I looked back at her email; she was off until today. So there's been no views I can see in YouTube Studio. I've left it unlisted. So hopefully this week 2 videos will go up, which is fine. And next week I'm obviously then got to start thinking about another video again. But so what I might do tomorrow is give myself some slack rather than trying to go up and record a video and take pictures and go to the event and a vlog. I figured I might just take it easy, take some pictures, go to the event, and then kind of worry about next week. I think I've earned myself just a little bit of just want to see if that's coming through. No, I was waiting for an email from Honor to come back to me, but anyway. So I think that's my plans tomorrow. I don't know yet what I'm going to make a video about next week. If you've got any ideas what that should be, do let me know. But I've got ages to think about that. I might even make it about the iPhone Air. I wrote about the iPhone Air. That's what we're going up this week. And the more I've started holding it and touching it again, by God, it's lovely. It's kind of like the Mac Neo of the phone world. It's just once you start using it, I thought about switching my main SIM over to the Air, but then I thought, no, just again, don't add stress to your day. Just things can go wrong, right? Things are going nice and easy today. Just take it. You know, I figure I've worked a long sort of 30-hour weekend, so just take today as being a nice, easy kickback day and just not too much. I don't even think there was much I was going to mention on the list, actually. It was all, I mentioned somebody reversed into my daughter's car, didn't I? I think I've found a company that can do it. Chips Away. Again, if you're not in the UK, I apologise. One of these on-site repair companies. I phoned one locally. They said they couldn't do it. I phoned one in London. They said they could do it. So I think we've got to resolve that, which is it's a pain, but at least it can be sorted out. But other than that, last night I watched nothing clever, actually. I just got home about 7-ish, did go for a walk at least. I got some exercise in. I've been out and done I actually ran the whole route this morning, which is unlike me. So I think I'm getting a little bit fitter. And I wanted to get a little bit of exercise done because I've been sitting down an awful lot. But on Sunday when I got in, I felt really wiped. Yesterday when I got in, I felt okay. So, and then just watched the snooker, actually. Nothing clever at all. No movies, nothing much on YouTube. I did watch Matty's video about the RS4, is it? The new, the camera, you know what I'm meaning, not from Ronin, from DJI. He was comparing that to the iPhone, which was quite an interesting comparison. Again, I happen to like that kind of almost handheldy, rough. I mean, his lines, and we know he can make a movie. We know he can make quality without a shadow of a doubt. It's just that I quite like that choppy bit, and I know I've taken steers in that as well. And there was a bit I showed today with this Honor Connect app, which is ever so good for transferring files from the Honor to an iPhone and vice versa. But I just did it handheld. I used the iPhone Air actually, and just sort of handheld. It's a bit choppy. It's not perfect. I would never have done it before, but I think it adds kind of to the realism and to the moment and to what's going on with the video. So I put a lot of work into this video, and they're not paying me, as you know. Whether Google knocks me out of the park because I'm going out of lane and not talking about an iPhone, I don't know. Whether come embargo time, people are genuinely excited about the release of the Honor 600 Pro. And if they are, well, they get a lot of info in there on the phone. So, yeah, I've got to watch it one more time. And I don't say that... It's just because you've watched it so many times by this point. Obviously, the first pass, you're cutting out all the mistakes or the bits you don't want. Then you just watch it more and more times, adding bits to it. Today we're just adding in the odd titles, that little bit of the Honor Connect app and so on. And by this point, you've watched it so many times. So today was title and description. I did the thumbnail yesterday. So it's good. All I've got to do is put a pinned comment in today. So after I've finished this, I'm going to go and watch that one more time on YouTube, put a pinned comment on, then schedule it. And that is it. Done. So I'll be interested what the colour looks like on this. Use my Earth UV filter and my Earth CPL. CPL, I didn't know, stands for Central Polarizing. PL is polarizing. circular polarizing filter. That's the CPL, circular polarizing. That's what it stands for. And it sort of adds color. And apparently it's really good for skies. It adds some beef into the skies and stuff. I don't think tomorrow I've got particularly good weather. It's going to be bright enough, but it's not going to be blue skies. But let's see what I can find. Some of the shots that I want to do around where I'm going would probably be better blue hour or nighttime, but I'm hoping that London just brings its normal sparkle and it'll just give me some shots to use because I've still got a couple more shots from last week anyway, so I'm okay. So I'll probably schedule a shot before I go out tomorrow morning. But I'd like to try and leave home if I can by about 9:30 and make the most of tomorrow. And then, unlike last time, get to the event nice and early. Because remember last time I was out recording the vlog rather than being in the event. I didn't know they're actually going to send me review units. So I'm going to take Honor a bit more seriously now because I know they make foldables, they make thin phones. I'm hoping now I've done this for them and put myself forward and done work for them that I get on their review list. And of course, moving on, it's not that long now until I find out about WWDC from the people that sent me to Mumford and Sons. So Dub's early June. So I'm going to wait a couple of weeks yet. It's no point bolting too early. I won't wait for the invites to be sent out. I think I'll do it just before there. So maybe third week of May, send a reminder and say, oh, by the way, thanks for sending me. Is there a chance I can be on the list for WWDC? So fingers crossed. If that comes off, that will be, well, hopefully then that would mean I'd get into the September iPhone event as well. But let's just do one step at a time. Let's see if I can get into WWDC at Battersea at the beginning of June. Also, I've got the test match at the beginning of June. So next week is, I think, the podcast show. The week after that's that other camera show. Then the beginning of June, I've got the test match going on a Sunday to the test match, England versus New Zealand. I think the day after that is actually WWDC. So there's a bunch of little things coming together. But today, as I say, I'm taking the easy one today. I think I've earned that much. So I'm just sitting back, doing things at a nice pace, ticking things off the list. And I just wanted to get this done. I'm not even going to do a reel today. I'm just going to take it really easy. I've decided there's a good picture's gone up. It's all scheduled. So what I basically do is type out the description, because the descriptions are quite long now, so I don't type on the phone. I find that a pain. So I just type it on the Mac, copy and paste it over onto the phone. It's already on Threads, and it'll go up on it'll go up on installation on today with a great track that I found. Forget who I chose by now. It was one of my more rare lots that I went for. I can't remember who it was now. It wasn't Maze. I forget who it was. Anyway, by the by. Right, so I will be vlogging tomorrow from London, of course, which means it might be late because uploading from London is almost impossible. So I imagine I will take the MacBook Neo with me, top and tail it in London, then have it exported ready. Then when I come home tonight, I can just upload it. So expect a vlog from somewhere near the event in Canada also. Hope you're having a lovely day. Thanks as ever for all the support, and I really enjoy chatting with you every day. I'll speak to you tomorrow. I'll let you know what the events are. Maybe I was thinking about doing it after. If I get time to do it after the event, it might make more sense. Because if not, I'll do it the day after. It's 6 and 2 3s. We do it every day, don't we? It's not like I'm waiting a week to talk to you. So anyway, I'll speak tomorrow. Cheers, bye.